many more times can you injure my heart before you split it? They all telling me go, shorty, shorty, go, shorty, shorty, go, yeah, go, shorty, shorty, go, shorty, shorty, go.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Keys, Keep It Real, you know what I'm saying? Hosting the #1, your favorite and the greatest multimedia music platform for all things hip-hop, all things culture, music overload, man. Who am I here with today?
Jack Harlow.
Got the man SwaVay in the building, yes sir. Okay, listen, man. First and foremost, I just want to say, congratulations on the new album. ALMETHA'S Son is fucking dope, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing it live for the first time, you know what I'm saying, out here in Dallas, and it's, like I said, it's a crazy live experience. So, my first question to you is, what is your personal favorite song to perform for the crowd?
What is that? Probably Kick though, because I know it's gonna be lit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, it's the last song. Like, we finna get lit as fuck. Like, everybody's gonna get lit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that and probably Grammys, but Kick though is so...
Grammys go crazy too, bro. Yeah. Oh my god. So like, I want to know, like, for the features, because you got Herbo, you got James Blake on there. Like, for this album going into it, like, I can tell very limited features. So what was the intention behind that? Like, why were you so selective with those features that you had?
Bro, I only wanted to work with like people that were my friends,
right?
Like, even like on the producer side. But like, if you weren't my friend, you were somebody I'm like genuinely a fan of. Like,
right.
Me and Herbo talk now, but at the time, like, I wasn't really like, I didn't know Herbo.
Right.
I listened to Herbo every day, so it was just like, damn, like, for me to like get Herbo on my album, it was like, damn, like, this is crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
that's major.
So I really just wanted like my friends and like people I was genuinely fans of. Like, I'm a fan of James Blake, and we like brothers. You know what I mean? Like, Herbo, I'm a fan of. Like, Destin, me and Destin are really close.
Oh, Destin Conrad, yeah, bro. I know you're on his album as well too. Your feature went crazy.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah. Are there any artists like coming up where you're coming from in Atlanta, like that are kind of coming up right now? You know what I'm saying, that you kind of listen to on a daily basis?
Yeah, Kenny Mason, JID.
Right.
He not coming up, but
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Son, wherever the Son at, Son Don. Yeah, that's it.
A lot of people. Man.
Yeah, well, a lot of people though. Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
And Ben Riley. Yeah, Ben Riley.
Oh, Ben Riley go crazy.
Yeah,
I'm surprised y'all haven't done a song together.
We got hella songs together.
Released or in the vault? Like,
both. Like, we got like old shit that we both trying to like delete off the internet and shit. Like, I went to high school with him, so like,
really,
I know him. Like, that's my man's.
That's
man.
crazy.
You know
that makes sense. Y'all got like a very distinct sound, like very similar, but like just just breaking barriers with this like
shit.
That rage music. You know what I'm saying? That hype shit. So you know what I'm saying. For the people that don't know, you know what I'm saying. ALMETHA'S Son is out now on all streaming platforms. You know what I'm saying. And how long you been making music for? Just for the people that want to know.
13 years.
13 years. That's crazy.
13.
So now, yeah, bro. So not now, like with you doing this for so long, and we're at the point you're at now, how would you kind of describe your music to someone that's never heard of it before?
I think about this every day, bro.
Really?
Like, no bullshit. Like, I really don't know like how to like describe SwaVay to someone who like isn't myself or doesn't know me. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It's weird. I do a lot of different things, but like, I like to think that like SwaVay is like really cohesive, a storyteller,
versatile. I put that up there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I don't know, bro. It's I'm kind of all over the place, but it kind of makes sense at the same time. Like I said, it's cohesive.
Right. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, if you know, and if you listen to your music, like, I mean, you'll just instantly know. You know what I'm saying? It gravitates to people.
Exactly, yeah. But I don't know. I really think about that question every day, though.
That's crazy, man. I also want to know about, this album and just the way that you kind of organized it, you know what I'm saying? I see a lot of connections and parallels to, Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, M.A.A.D, so from the introductions, like, the skits in between, the cassette tape, all these things, even like the elements of like talking about peer pressure or, being a product of your environment. Like, what about Good Kid, M.A.A.D kind of influenced you in this album? And what other albums kind of like influenced you going into the project?
I wanted to make an album that was like as reflective of myself and my city as that album.
Right.
And I feel like that's a really great blueprint for like artists like myself that grew up on that. Like, bro, I'm young, so like, bro, I was a kid essentially when that shit came out. No pun intended, but like that shit, like albums like that where you listen to it and it's like, bro, like, not only do I feel like I know him, but like I know his city. Like, I know where he's from. I can tell you about this, I can tell you about that. Like, that descriptive and that like reflective. Like, to me it was like, okay, I want to do something like that. Not that specifically, but like for myself.
Like, tell a story, like give your own experience to the world.
Like, people can walk away from it and be like, bro, not only do I know who SwaVay is, but I love that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my man's. Like, we both from like, or I know Atlanta. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or like, I always say this shit all the time. Like, I want this to be the project where people walk away from it. Like, and I used to do this shit with my man. I used to do this shit with him. Like, used to be on the phone like, J.Cole would never do no shit like that. Like, don't know them, you know what I mean? But we'd be like, nah, bro, I don't think Kendrick would do no shit like that, bro. Like
this album you're saying? Like,
yeah, like I want people to walk away from it and people be like, bro, I know this nigga, like, SwaVay, I know him. Like, nah, SwaVay would never do no shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
So,
like,
okay, so you're trying to say, like, it's an album where it's like, you come in with something very unexpected, and whether the people fuck with it, whether they like it or not, later on, it'll probably grow on them, you know what I'm saying? You know,
for sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do you go into that when you're in the studio making music, just trying to make something timeless?
Yeah, I think the word that I always use, like, when I'm making music is longevity.
Longevity.
You know what I mean? If it doesn't have longevity, it's just not coming out. You know what I mean? If I can't listen to this song today and like it 2 years from now, it's probably not meant to come out. You know, like those songs, a lot of those songs is like 3 years old. Like,
really?
You know what I mean? So like, yeah, bro, longevity.
Dang. I also want to talk about, like, you know, one of the songs on there called Grammys. You know what I'm saying? Like, when that beat switches up, like, you kind of go on this tangent, this flow, and you talk about, you know, you starting from 13 to where you are now, and, like, the story you kind of tell kind of gravitates towards me because, you know what I'm saying, like you said, you've been rapping for, like, what, over 15 years, and, you know what I'm saying, you're on the come up right now, you know what I'm saying? You're what everyone's talking about, you know what I'm saying? At least, you know, like, I'm always listening to new artists and shit like that, so someone like you right now is super dope. So I want to go ahead and ask you, someone who's been doing this for so long, like, what do you have to say to creators, to artists, to rappers, to, you know, anybody out there who's been, you know, doing this for so long and putting in the work for it, but haven't really seen the desired results for it?
Bro, you gotta be, me and Sam was just talking about this to somebody else, like, you gotta be so, like, 2 feet in with this shit. Like, you can't be, like, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like, you gotta be really willing to, like, risk it the fuck all. Go broke for this shit, like, do this shit, and everybody doubting you, or like, when it's not looking the brightest, you know what I mean? Like, and be 2 feet about that shit. Like, people make excuses all the time, like, bro, like, work and school, and bro, it's like, bro, if this is shit you want, bro, you know what I'm saying?
It's all about patience, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Timing, like, everyone's timing is different, and everyone's time's gonna come, you know what I'm saying?
That too, like, if you really believe in that shit, bro, like, it'll come.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I see that with the work ethic with this new album. Like you said, you've been taking your time with this. I can tell you're very picky and very selective with that.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I think this is a perfect project. I think it's like, in my opinion, one of the greatest like hip hop albums that dropped last year. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like it don't be getting talked about enough. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're doing this interview. I want people to know about this album. You know what I'm saying? So I got 2 more questions for you. I want to go ahead and ask you. Firstly, like, you know, you personally, what song do you think is the most underrated or slept on that you think people need to be listening to right now?
For my album?
Mm-hmm.
Probably Money Can't Ease Your Pain. Like, that one, that's probably, like, I don't see people talk about it a lot, but, like, it's definitely, like, the song that means the most to me. Like, I talk about so much on there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want to say on the interview, but, like, I talk about a lot on that.
If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Just listen.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like that one,
I like the beat switch in that song, too, because it kind of reminds me of something, like, from Kendrick Lamar, like, to Pimp a Butterfly, or, like, an Untitled Master project, you know what I'm saying? Something produced by Thundercat, you know what I'm saying? Just something.
Yeah, Tay Beats
like,
did that from TDE.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Do you have any kind of collaborations coming with anybody from TDE?
So we got another one.
Okay.
I just met Ab-Soul like the other.
Really?
I swear to God. I met Ab-Soul every day. I'm thinking about sending him a voice memo and being like, nigga, I got this song. Like, I don't even know what song I put him on. He can get on any song on my project, but like,
Ab-Soul can?
I just met Ab-Soul, yeah. That was cool. So probably I'll try to get something with him in the future.
Damn, that's awesome, man. I got one last question for you, man. You know what I'm saying? It was super dope doing this interview, and I just want to ask you, and just for people, like I said, for the people that want to know, how would you, you know, what would you want to let the people know about SwaVay?
That was a good question. Then you fucked me up. That bro, like, I'm a regular ass nigga. Like, I'm on tour with JID. Like, you talking about my project, you came here to see me,
right? And
it's like, bro, like, I'm the underdog's underdog. So it's like, bro, if I'm here, you could definitely be here for sure. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't shit. So like, everybody working on that shit, if you really believe in that shit, bro, you can do that shit. That's what I want you to know from me. You know what I'm
saying? Shoot, I really need to hear that. Like, I feel like a lot of people need to hear that, man. This is an awesome experience, man. Thank you so much. Listen, Music Overload TV, SwaVay in the building, man. First and foremost, look, lastly, just thank you, bro. Thank you for doing this interview. ALMETHA'S SON out now on all platforms. Tap in, check it out, because if you're not checking it out, you're missing out. Tap in. Appreciate you again, bro.